This is a Anet E12 that I've had for almost a year now. I've been doing some upgrades to it. I wanted to throw this out there for any guys that might be thinking about this. I see a lot of guys put the rails to do stabilization because of the 20 by 20 rails, but I think if you're not moving the machine around, you're pretty good to go in that aspect. So what I did is I just upgraded my X because I had a lot of wobble in the hot end, as if anybody owns one, they know, because of the round rollers. I mean, that's pretty much exactly what causes all that. But I put V-slot 20 by 20 on it. I put the V-slot rollers. There's 3 of them on this. These washers that I designed, they're in Tinkercad. They're 8 millimeter in height. That was to get everything to sit squarely, straight up and down, and away from the rail, because if not, your screws, some of your screws could actually rub that rail that hold the shroud on. So what I had to do, because I did this, the bottom adjustable roller would hit this. Let me see if I can get the lighting right here. This black rail right here, it's down here where it would hit, but it would hit and it wouldn't let the hot end go over to the end stop. So I designed an end stop, and it's on Tinkercad. If you look under, I believe I probably started my tag with Anet. But it seems to have really improved the stabilization of this, man. It really has. Okay, so what else I did is I put the V rollers on the inside rails. I thought, man, I'm just going to try this and see if it even helps more, because once I put the 20 by 20 on, it helped with the nozzle wobble, but you still had the wobble between basically the extruder and the rail, I guess it was. I could be getting that wrong, but you know what I'm saying. So and that's why I thought, well, you know what, if I put them V-slot rails in there, that's going to tighten things up a little bit, and as long as I don't have them so tight that I'm burning up my stepper motors and my rollers will turn, we're good to go, right? So that's what I did. Of course, I loosened my top bolts and everything. When I did that, I didn't loosen the bottom because I didn't want to start moving I don't move my machines around any more than I have to, just for leveling reasons. And I don't know why all these guys got to have the auto levelers. It's not that hard. Disable your steppers, move your nozzle around, and get it where you want it. Pretty simple. But the washers I put on Tinkercad, because on the inside here, you're gonna have to use, you'll have to get that roller centered. So that's why I've got the 8, 7, and the 6s, so you can mix it up a little bit if you need to get that right, to get it centered for yourself. And if I didn't already say it, that right there is a must. Whether it's just a single gear metal. I just bought dual gear extruders that I'm going to be putting on these. I'm going to do a video a little later about putting the stepper motor up on top of here and using just a little piece of tubing bowden, and see if I can create my own poor man's direct drive and see what happens. Because I won't print any PETG on this machine, but I will on my ender. I have an ender over here that's a great machine. Been a really good machine. First one I bought, best one I've had. This one I've had all kinds of issues. New bed. The first beds were, you couldn't keep them the harness on the bed. You'd have to solder the wires direct. And that's how I got into my first WOBBLE with this machine. But needless to say, that's the upgrade on the X. I'll be doing that upgrade as soon as the parts get here. I'm still waiting on another hot end. I'm trying to make my own all metal, I guess you could say, or cobble an all metal together. That's actually all metal, but I don't know how well it'll work when I'm done. We'll see. It may just plug right away. But you guys have a good day, and good luck with your 3D printers, man.